Hello, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to use Python again to solve more engineering problems, but this time I'm gonna use some math libraries in the Python in order to make my solutions and equations much easier to run. So we're gonna have our first problem here. Our problem is to use the quadratic equation to solve x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. So I have here the algorithm. So first we have to assign the three values of the quadratic equation. Next we will compute the roots. Then thirdly, we display the roots. So first I'm gonna let from math import to asterisk, so I can use the program, all the math libraries, even though I'm not sure of it all. Next, I'm gonna put a and int, put input, then put parentheses, then enter a equals, and C must go with P. I'll just copy paste. Instead of enter A, so I'll enter B. Then I'll just copy paste this again to make my C. Next, I'm gonna let D is equal to the quadratic formula, which is a minus b minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So when I make it easier, I'm just let d to be the one inside the square root. So b squared minus 4 times a times c. Then now I'm gonna use the quadratic formula. So x1 equal to minus b minus, or let's say plus, the square root of my d, then put parentheses, divided by 2. Then I'll just copy paste this. This time this will be x is equal to, this will be minus. Then let's print. Then we put the roots of the equation, then we put curly braces x raised to 2, then put curly braces again, plus curly braces x, then plus curly braces equal to 0. Yes, semicolon r braces and braces. Then we put, after this we put dot format. Then we put a, b, c, then x1 and x2. So let's try run. In the problem, we have a is 1, your b is -5, and your c is 6. So we have 3 and 2, which is correct by using the quadratic formula. Next problem is going to solve the given of two sides and angle triangle. In this case, we're going to use the law of cosines. So I already put the algorithm here, so the algorithm First is to assign the variables for two sides and the angle, and compute for the value of B and display the value of B. So let's get the math module out. So import asterisk. Next we let A is equal to float input, then enter the first side. Next we're gonna copy paste this, make another one for the second side. Let's make this C, then angle, which is equal to, I'll just copy this again to make it easier. So change this to enter the angle in degrees, because in Python, in order to get the answer, let's say cosine, sine, the x should be in radians, not in degrees. So in order to do this, we convert. So angle rad equal to radians of your angle. In order to make the equation easier, so I let all the equation in one variable. So I'll let E equal to the formula of a sine law of sine, which is to B. We get A raised to 2 plus C raised to 2, then minus 2 times A times B, then times the cosine of the angle rad. Then then we have P equal to square root of the answer in E. Then we just print the value of B is. Then we just display the answer for B. So let's run. So the first side there is 15, second side is 20, the degree is 1 to 4, then the answer is 30.99, which is okay. So this is our last problem, which involves time rates in calculus. So we have our algorithm, assign the variables for change in height and volume, compute the radius and display the radius. Then let's go from math import asterisk, then we have dv, which is our change in volume. So float input, then we put here enter the change in volume, then we just copy paste and change this to H and change this to height, but this time we put here in feet, because in manual computation I have to convert the height into feet. Then we put the formula, which is square root of dv divided by your dh times pi, because they took it from the formula, the volume formula for cylinder. Then we just print the radius of the tank is, we just put R, then we just rad. So the change in volume is 12, then the change in height in feet is 0.05, and the answer is 2.76. Today I learned in the Python using the input function and the math module. It's much easier than the last lab, because it's now we have more shortcuts, you have more ways to solve your equations. So once again, thank you for watching and see you in the next video.